Hey, we got it.
Cool.
Alright, we ready to do this?
Yep.
Got things working now?
Yeah, things are working, things are recording.
Do the thing.
Alright.
God help us.
Do the thing.
Do intro music. Welcome to the RSC podcast.
There you go.
There we go. So, I'm a dead moose.
I'm Brave World.
And I'm Cobra Kai, aka new headset game / new 21-year-old.
Alright.
Okay.
And we're gonna welcome Saber to the program because Feen got drunk and passed out.
Drinking
No.
probably...
Hey Saber, good to have you with us.
Thanks.
Alright. So, since we did about 30 seconds of planning here, we're yet again going to wing it and drink heavily until it gets better.
Yep.
So,
Saber, can you talk again?
No, I'm talking.
Alright. Just make me louder for myself.
alright, minor technical adjustments. As you can see above me, wrong hand, there we go. Triple commit logo. Granted, we placed that high enough so you can't see my fiance's wonderful spelling work.
It's triple with 2 P's.
It's top quality, 10 out of 10. I accept.
Yeah. That's what happens when she gets drunk. She can create wonderful artwork, but she can't spell.
She asks the other person who's drunk to spell for her.
She can't math either, but... well.
I mean, who can map these days anyway?
Alright, and we've got yet another unofficial sponsor for alcohol, Coors, because that's the only thing left in my fridge.
And returning champ, White Claw, because there's the other only thing left in the fridge. There's absolutely nothing else left in the fridge.
Y'all should have bought more alcohol earlier.
We should have, but...
I didn't plan ahead.
Alright, Saber, I guess there's your first interview question. How is the alcoholism in the Serpents franchise?
Pretty low, actually.
Okay. Does that explain why you guys are typically winning? I assume you guys are winning. I haven't looked at any of your stats and have done zero research because I haven't bothered to hire
Are you
any of the
winning?
lemmings.
They're not doing great right now.
Uh-oh.
Elites, bottom of the tier, majors, about mid-pack. My only winning teams are minor and challenger in the Taipans and pythons.
Okay.
Pythons typically do well. Last year they won solar.
Ooh, very nice.
Probably one of my lower teams contenders. Not doing hot. Amateurs doing okay though.
That's good. So how many teams you got? 7 then?
7. Yeah.
7? Okay.
Inherited Draft Cruise franchise. So
Cover your hot miking.
A long and storied franchise of many picks and crazy mathematical nonsense that Draft did.
Did Feen join, or is that Cobra in the background?
What?
I didn't join. What are you talking about?
You have Steve.
Turn down Feen's
That's-
volume. Turn him down.
What'd I do?
Turn down Feen.
Turn down Feen?
Turn me down, yes.
Okay.
Alright,
Oh, we do have Feen in here. Alright, well,
that was the belch.
there we go. Congratulations.
Alright, Feen, talk again.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Turn
we can
Feen
hear
down
you.
a tad bit more.
Tad bit more? Alright.
We want to make sure he doesn't get into the yellow.
Alright. Congratulations.
Yellow.
All
Sorry,
right.
I'm mobile.
That's
Sorry.
alright.
A little bit more. That's good, probably. Feen, talk.
I'm talking.
Okay, cool. This is like a fucking WWE special, where Feen just comes in out of nowhere with his chair.
Damn, out of nowhere. It's Speed nowhere.
Alright, so we gotta
Judge.
So Feen, how
We
much?
gotta
Better timing.
cue the John Cena music.
Feen.
You can't see him, but you can hear him because he's on his phone.
All right, so Feen, how much do you have to drink tonight?
What are you talking about?
That belch didn't come from nowhere.
That belch always comes from nowhere.
It comes from deep within the diaphragm. Alright, so
No, we had a couple here there.
I'm assuming this is like Worlds where we text Tuna, hey, where's Feen? Feen passed out after having like 5 natty lights.
Natty lights, yeah. LOL.
that is still the image I will hold in my heart for you is we're in the restaurant and I see you outside in the window pointing to a 24-pack.
Just holding it up. It's like, I got this. You're just like, come in with it. It's like, won't they get angry? As long as you don't open them, they'll be fine.
Alright, let's do story time with that one. So, Newark, we get there, and I'm like, hey, dude, I did not bring anything. I should have brought something from. And I didn't do that. So, I look at the nearest liquor store, and it's like, okay, 15-minute walk, whatever. I'm like, alright, yeah, I'll go do this. Little do I know, Newark turns from the shitty city it already is. No offense, technically, but it's not that nice of a city.
No.
It turns.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, you're just gonna get uncut me right now. But anyway, start walking, and 5 minutes in, dude, all of a sudden I'm in like the hood of Newark, and I'm like, all right, this wasn't a good idea. Like, maybe this wasn't the best idea. But I'm like, all right, whatever, full send. I need these beers.
This is like us going to breakfast.
Dude, it was so weird. So I make it there. And I look around and I'm like, dude, holy shit, I am literally in the heart of the hood right now. This is no bueno. Walk in, it's a bodega. You can't even put your hands near the register. It's one of those like completely covered in plexiglass, and you just talk through this little 2-inch hole. And I'm like, dude, I'm fucking mugged. I'm all over a fucking 24-pack. Like, should I just leave? And I was like, nah, you're committed. You already did it.
Full set.
So I wait in line for like a half hour. Everybody and their fucking mothers in this little tiny ass place. The room's no bigger than the basement that I'm in right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just teeny tiny. Get up to the window. Lady's wicked nice. I'm like, yo, what do you got for beer? I just need cheap beer. Just give me a 30-pack, whatever you got. She goes, oh yeah, Bud Light. Get it, grab it, run. And then I'm like, holy shit, dude, I totally forgot. I gotta walk this thing all the way back to my fucking hotel.
That's a rip.
So, walk with this thing straight down, and that's when I ran into you guys. I was literally walking back to the hotel across the street, and I'm like, all right, well, I gotta drop this off before I fucking eat, because I don't think they're gonna let me in.
Right.
Find out.
Yeah,
I probably could have just taken that 30-rack right inside.
Well, considering that waiter didn't even check on us for like an hour and a half before even.
That was the worst service ever, and it was like, oh yeah, maybe it's because like, you know, famous gamers are there, and in my head I'm like, yeah, because
That makes sense.
Yeah, because the one waiter that was working that day was clearly a huge fanboy of NRG and what was it?
Vitality.
Oh, yeah, it's Vitality. Yeah. What is it? Fairy and Tatum.
Yeah.
Right. He's probably just
didn't go out.
Right. Yeah. Dude's probably just like, why do I have a bunch of guys with long hair that don't smell the greatest in here? and then you realize that they're all like, you know, they all have $100,000 or more thanks to a video game.
Newark was that was a fun time.
Yeah.
Times for that.
We already told the story of you darn near killing a kid at kickball.
Yeah, totally intentional. Yeah, totally. I had every right in my mind that,
There goes possible deniability.
Relax.
I was here here to hear that one. That was interesting.
Yeah, that was hands down the best kickball kick I've ever had in my entire life. Let's put that on file.
Not for the poor kid who got involved.
Well, listen, I was just trying to show off. The kid might have just gotten in the way. It's not.
All your friends are there, you just had to show off to them.
Definitely the kid's fault.
Besides, head trauma is a good learning experience. It builds character.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
Well, was I thinking about brain injuries? He gets the brain injury, and either he learns not to do it again, or he's forgotten because he had a brain injury and does it again.
Or becomes a serial killer.
What I think was, the kid was ready to catch the ball. Mom just pulled him out of the way. Kid lost an opportunity. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yep, he
It's
could have
not my fault.
gotten you out.
The kid was like, I got this, and the mom was like, no, move.
And I didn't hear the whole, part where, of course, wonderful alien killer decided to slide on basically the hardest dirt.
Oh! I remember that.
We gotta hear this.
Well,
Rips open his entire leg. This kid just is running from first to second. Midway through is just full send. Ball's getting thrown at second. I don't even think the ball's even close to. This kid slides. Rips open his leg from like his ankle to his knee. It's just like fresh wound, like wide open. So we're all just like, we're all right now. Whatever. the next morning, I get up to go, and me and Chawa, we head over, and fucking I see Alien, and I'm like, oh my god, this is a perfect opportunity. I have to do it. Immediately in my mind, it was like, full send, you're gonna go slap this kid's leg and make him cry. I don't know why it happened that way, but that's what my brain told me. Now mind you, before I went to land, every single time before I went to land, I didn't care if it was 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, I'd shotgun like 4 to 5 beers before I even moved. I'd be like, get up, start your clothes on, shotgun like 5 to 6 beers, and then, alright, go to land. And you can ask Chawa, because he watched the whole thing.
Yes.
We do not condone this wonderful drinking if you're not over the age of 21, which Chawa, you did not drink all weekend, so cheers to you, buddy.
Right.
But got there, and that's what went through my brain. So I go up and slap this kid in the leg, and he's just, hey, you know, complaining about it. I'm sorry, but like, it had to happen. The whole thing, dude.
It's like a sunburn. It's obvious. It's there. You just want to do it.
It had to happen.
Yeah, Newark was terrifying city, but a grand old time. And that was
Remember
entertaining.
Sugar Daddies?
Oh yeah.
The Crane's like, I found this place we can go to for breakfast, and similar to your liquor store, we went into the wrong part of the hood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was. We were trying to find some place for brunch that would serve alcohol. Unfortunately, this place didn't serve alcohol, but it did serve some of the best, like, fried chicken and waffles that I've ever had.
And Crane, when we got more and more into rougher hood, is doing normal Crane things and kind of getting freaked out.
Yeah, nothing like scaring the Canadian by dragging him deep into the
He dragged himself
Newark.
into that one.
That's so funny.
He was going to pick the restaurant, and he's like, should we go back? No,
No,
we're going.
Crane, those bars aren't for decoration. Those are for security. You want to know how many people get shot a year in this city?
Stop. Oh my god. I got freaked out.
Oh, it was great. Yeah. I mean, he was already, you could tell he was already riddled with anxiety, but the more you talked about how much murder happened in the United States, he thought he was just going to die around every corner. And then, although honestly with Newark, the biggest thing I was worried about was getting drilled by any of the drivers in there. They all sucked. Everybody ran through red lights. I thought I was going to get smoked by a bus at least a couple times.
The honking.
Yeah.
They all stop at a red light and they start honking at each other at the red light.
Right, yeah, there's...
No, you don't even know. Newark.
Like at first we thought like, oh, they're just honking at people. They did something. But then we realized that they pulled up to a red light and stopped and then started the honking.
Right, it's basically like a courtesy in Newark. It's just a gesture. You know, the car is in front of you, you honk at it. If there's a car passing you, you honk at it.
You're bored, you honk.
Yeah, and if somebody flips you off, you better flip them off twice. It's just how it goes.
That's a situation where it's like the horn blows, dude.
I mean, that's also why you don't ever honk at anybody in Detroit, because you will get shot. That's just a fact of life. Just don't do it.
Be nice.
And I think it was the night that you guys went to New York. I have a good story about that night. I don't know if it was that night or whatever. Mm-hmm. I go to a beer garden with, I was meeting up with Rise Eye, Zeb, and a couple other guys, but whatever.
Was that Market Square?
Yeah, the one that was right next to the convention center there. It wasn't too far.
Okay.
It was like right outside. So we hit that up that night. Dude, holy moly, I don't even know where to go that night. It was like all the pros were there, like Sunless Tom was there, and then what's his name from Vitality, the coach, Gregor.
Okay.
Something like that. We all show up, we're having a good time, we're drinking, and then there's this one kid, he literally just turned 21. So you this kid's fucking hammered already, like people are passing the beer. His own dad was there, like egging him on to just get the absolute most hammered that he possibly could.
Oh my word.
Oh, so, that's perfect.
So we're all drinking, we're having a good time, whatever, and at the end of the night, I'm just like, dude, this kid's gonna have to get down on one knee, get a real big pint of beer, because they sell those, like, you know, big, nice fat ones. It's like, holy moly, like, that's a big ass fucking thing of beer. So I buy two, I put one in his hand, and I was like, on a knee. And he's just like, what? And I'm like, you heard me. And I looked at his dad, and I'm like, this is his last one, and I guarantee you he's gonna throw up. I was saying it all night. Like, this is fucking. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But 20 Grizzly He's gonna throw up. So I look down and I'm like, here we go. Last one, and he's gonna throw up. So down underneath he goes. He locks arms with me. I got a beer, chugging my beer. He's chugging his beer. Locked arms. Underneath finishes it. I've never seen somebody look so absolutely demolished in my life. He gets up, gives me a hug. He goes, I gotta go home now. And I'm just like, all right.
And that's the end of that.
Walked outside.
Yeah, there's the ending there.
There's the end of that.
I'm like, there's no way in hell this kid's gonna remember me even if I see him tomorrow. I go to land early. It was the last day. It was me and Charlie. We get there early. First kid I see is this kid, and I look square in the beak, and I'm like, dude, do you even remember me? He goes, I'd hate to not remember you. We'll leave it at that. Like, that didn't make sense. And I'm just like, this. He might be still hammered up. But he named me and everything. He's like, yeah, you're Feen. Yeah, we had such a good time. And then that was it. There was something.
There you go.
That's the night I put kids under tables. It's all good.
All right. Well, what's it? I know we're gonna. What's it? We managed to convince my fiance we're gonna wind up going down to Dallas, so we can wind up drinking down there.
You're in trouble.
Yeah.
I might go down there because it's a few hours from where I am this time. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you can be that young, impressionable 21-year-old that Feen makes you.
Oh.
Yeah. Anybody can be my next target. Just, you gotta.
Except I'll probably be the better version of him, but.
I don't know. Be careful. The kid lived a wonderful night. He was killing it. I mean,
yeah.
If I was 21 doing that, I was dead. Never mind where he was.
He was probably like me on finals day where I'm just like hood up, face down until the actual final comes around that I'm actually watching.
Yeah,
the entire time we were all hungover.
Yeah, you were asleep in your seat 9 out of 10 games.
I wasn't asleep. I just had a massive headache, so I just like closed my eyes and like the strobe lights that were on like the second level. Feen.
Yeah.
Like one of those would fucking shine in my eye every time they turned them on, and that was killing me with a hangover. Yeah, it's absolutely killing me. So I just hood up and head down. I don't want that strobe light in my eye anymore.
Yeah, when everyone was doing the world record wave and John is just sitting there like,
just like
it's like,
not
don't wake me up.
Like I said, that was my first big event like that, but that was insane.
Right. I like the fact that we almost broke the record the day before because everyone was bored and had nothing better to do.
Yeah. We went absolutely belligerent.
Literally.
So
yeah, I'm excited for Dallas. So it's going to be a rowdy time.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, I know we're driving down. I assume you're flying down because that'd be a hell of a trip.
It's 24 hours. I looked at it. I mapped it out. I'm like, yeah, maybe I can do it. No.
We're doing 18 hours drive time down there.
You're going to die in the backseat, buddy.
Well,
I mean, it's possible.
We might pick up we might pick up RJ in Ohio and then drive down from there, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, God bless you. That's all I'm saying. That's a far drive, brother.
Right.
He's going to die in the backseat. I can tell you that much.
What?
You're going to probably die in the backseat.
I'm going to die in the backseat? I'll be fine. I've driven with you enough. I know
I meant the backseat because it's going to be tiny.
Oh, well, my legs, I'll lose all circulation in my legs, but I'll live.
I mean, if you get to like lay across it, just like take a nap after you.
If RJ's back there, he doesn't.
It's not the only way. They're all like, you guys are all like 6'3", 6'4". Like, any backseat's going to be impossible.
Right. Well, John has a must.
Well, am I literally the shortest guy in here? That's cool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm like 5'8" and a half.
Yeah, I got those by a little. We're good.
You can finish your thought, Jeff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, what's it? Well, if we bring RJ, we're going to run out of seats, and we would actually have to like rent a van or something. So that might actually be more comfortable.
How will we run out of seats?
Huh?
How many people are we going to have?
Potentially, I think Seal and Kelly will be coming too.
You don't have room in either of our cars for that.
Well, yeah, no. If those two come, then we'd have to like split a van rental.
They could just drive
Depends on how
Michael's
big
car.
the car is.
It's an 18-hour drive. There's we might as well just take one car. I don't know. We'll map it out later. In the meantime, drinks.
Yeah.
Drinks.
Well, so Feen, your franchises seem to be doing pretty well, or at least you kicked the ever-loving crap out of us. So
I kicked the ever-loving crap out of him.
They're doing decent, they're doing all right. I'm proud of them. There's a couple changes I want to make here and there, but for the most part, it's going in the right direction. It's not the worst start. We'll leave it at that.
Mm-hmm. Are you glad you don't have to chase everybody down for stats now?
I am, but I'm not.
Did you miss being it?
Yeah, I took it over in season 2 when I first got here, and it's kind of just been my baby since.
Mm-hmm.
I had to hand it to Lee when I got admin last season, and I was still very closely involved, and I still do a lot of the background stuff for him, like cross season and stuff like that. So I'm still involved with stats, but it is nice not to have to do it. And right now, actually, for whatever reason, I was going to be doing the replay stuff still and still hunting people down.
Mm-hmm.
My computer won't download Chrome.
That's...
Don't know how. But, yeah, if any of you tech-savvy nuts want to get in my DMs about that, feel free. If you have any fixes, I uninstalled Chrome, and now I can't install it.
I'll have a talk with you later about this.
Yeah, please.
That's a rip.
Yeah, bigger. But yeah, anyway, like I said, it's not. I'm still involved. I like to be involved as much as I can.
Right.
Stats is my thing. Always has been, always will be. So, but yeah, shout out to the stats guys that are still there, and those guys are killing it and doing a really good job. So
that's good. And then
Shout outs to Adam for getting admin again.
yeah.
Nah, no, we won't talk about that. Nobody likes that shit. I mean, yeah, I'm just kidding. We all love Adam. Yes, congrats to Adam.
Speaking of admin, what does that really entail for you? What do you wind up doing? Like, are you just a mysterious, ethereal figure that like silently runs the league behind the scenes, or how does that work?
Yeah, we can say it that way. I think that's the best way to say it. I mean, we're kind of just people that press people to get shit done, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We do a lot of the background stuff, as in like, we're going to do something this way, and we help out things, but right now, it's really up to the committees and all the different, subcommittees, stuff like that help get stuff done for us. So we just need to make sure that they're on schedule and pushing the topics that we need to push,
Okay.
Whether that be rules or numbers or whatever the case is, We're just kind of the organizers, put it that way. I think that's the best way to do it.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, because as far as I've known, it's basically, well, in the past, it was either ask Adam for anything programming bot related, and then bother Cake with everything else. And I could never remember who the other 3 admins were, because poor Tree Frog, I've ignored him about 18 different times. I keep forgetting he's an admin.
Yeah, he's a big background guy.
He's still an admin.
He's still admin. For those of you that don't know.
Silent, but he's still
He
active.
is. He is silent, but he is there. He is always constantly watching. I'll tell you that right now. For whatever reason, the guy is very well informed of what's going on and what we're currently talking about. But yeah, he's a guy that does a lot of the background. So he gets a lot of the scheduling done. He does a lot of the website stuff. He does a lot of different things for us, but very valuable. Everybody that's an admin right now is extremely valuable people. I mean, just all of them bring their own little niche and their own little way, and we all have our own different little view, and it meshes together very well. So
That's good.
you might not hear from us all that often. I'm even kind of rogue sometimes. I poke in here and there into the Discord, but it's like we do a lot of this stuff, just in our little hub, and we get it done the way we need to.
Yep. Well, that's good.
But
yeah.
we all working like I said, as a team and making stuff as best as it can be for this current season, and looking even forward already to the next season to come. So.
Yeah. Nothing's burned down yet, and no major scandals as far as I can tell.
No, yeah, like I said, it's been good for even prior to me being admin. I've been here since season 2. It's only, I feel like, gotten better since, time goes on. So more to come and more good stuff to follow,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go team. Ugh. One of these days we have to do this before midnight, so
I know, really.
Tired.
Hey, I'm actually all good now. I got my second wind,
Yeah. Yeah, because you were a little slow to start. I know, what's it?
Hey,
We'll have to get Saber in here again at some point, when
Feen isn't sitting in the rafters waiting to jump in.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's all good. I just felt bad for Saber because it's like, let's get you in here, and then, because Feen.
Right as we start, Feen shows up.
Wow. This is
Yeah.
admin abuse. Everybody stop right now. I need to go.
I don't have join dings. I don't have join dings, so I just hear a belch, and then a bunch of background noise. I'm like, Cobra, is that you?
Yeah, I knew that wasn't Cobra. I figured that was Saber. I didn't realize that Feen had one.
Saber was talking.
Well,
I saw Feen joined in, and then I realized Saber was talking. It's like, don't say anything, don't say anything, don't say anything.
Hey, I try to stay quiet, but the belch had to be done. You know,
Fair.
you guys know better. I don't answer anyone about the belch.
yeah, that's
Also-
pretty standard.
Yeah, also, Feen, I just gotta say, I appreciate the Cobra Kai reference during the draft.
Oh, yeah.
I came across with him. I clipped it too. It was glorious.
Yeah, the draft is always fun. The draft's always a good time. I don't know how, but I just managed to take that over too. I think that was
That was
my fourth now.
Yeah. I remember the couple times I did the draft with you, and well, actually by the time I got about halfway through it, I stopped remembering what happened with the draft.
I remember a Disney trip being mentioned in relation to the draft theme. Care to elaborate?
Disney trip, dude. So, I kind of remember it. All I know is that Cake needs to pay for it. Better yet, Cake's the one going there, and he's just got to bring me along. So, the Disney trip is not a myth. It's going to happen. It's all on Cake, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, just go win yourself a championship, and, you know, definitely not handing out Disney trips, but yeah, you could ask for one. It wasn't.
I thought that your Disney trip was if you finished the draft in less than, what was it, an hour 40?
Less than 3 hours. Yeah.
Less than 3 hours, you get a Disney trip.
Something. I think every draft so far has just been just about 3 hours, so maybe I should, really poke something out there. You go pretty quick, though, for what it is.
Right, start giving people a 20-second countdown, and then it not just auto draft for them.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Except when people show up late. Epics.
No, let's.
Oh,
God.
That
Yeah.
just
That's
opened up way too quick.
Can we get into that?
My mind just went.
Can we get into that one?
Yeah, he did more than show up late that day.
Apparently, that's all I do.
There's a lot.
Showed up late.
Green, are we able to get into that one?
I mean, it's public knowledge. If you really want to, you can. I don't care.
Alright, let's refresh our memories. So,
Basically, beware when Rocket League trading.
Uvix shows up late to draft saying, hold on, I'm making an Alpha Boost trade. Halfway through draft, we find out that he scammed Alpha Boost out of 3 people in his franchise.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it was out of his franchise. I think it was out of the.
Friends or whoever it was, I forget.
It was out of random people because I noticed people joined the server just to give shit, and then I found out that's why. I was like, ew.
It was RSC people, though, that he did it out of, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It was a disaster. That was.
But we get through that draft, and then Evix drafts people, and then by the end of it, he's not a GM.
Well, yeah.
Wild turn of a for sure.
Yeah, now you get to deal with his replacement. You're stuck with Golden now.
Golden's good, dude. He's definitely making a huge turn this season. I've kind of been tracking his teams and such, just so I'm I don't know, just cause I keep track of stuff, and he seems like he's turning it around. His teams are doing pretty decent.
Yeah.
I know they just whooped on me last week. So.
That was...
Yeah, he's got.
That was me there. Hi, buddy.
Yeah, he's got Brave. Yeah, he's got Brave now.
Hi.
Yeah, we finally.
Brave sucks. So let's get everybody get that. Brave sucks.
Yeah.
His team carried him to a solid victory, and I say
Yes, clearly.
of their team.
Clearly.
Nothing bad at all.
About the team, but a Brave individually, you can rail on him as much as.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely sucks. Didn't do anything.
Sorry, I'm dealing with this.
Didn't do anything at all. Didn't do anything at all also 3 seasons ago when Feen kind of just sat there and watched the division title go away from him, didn't he?
Which one was that?
Minor season for you?
I don't know. I bet I was in minor a long time.
Me, you, and Tony.
Just kind of stayed there.
Me, you, and Tony were the captains of the teams in our division.
I miss the days of minor. That was fun.
That was fun.
All right, I'm trying to think. What else do we have for Feen?
What's the culture like in your franchise? I don't know your franchise name. God damn.
8-bit.
8-bit.
Yep, you
What's
are.
it, what?
What is the culture like in 8-bit? Are they all a bunch of little fiends?
No, definitely not all a bunch of little fiends. means nobody can be a second me. That's pretty hard.
That's
I say that with pure confidence because of how fucking crazy I am. But anyway.
Not to say there's one feeding up to. We don't need more.
Yeah, no. My culture is like just kind of chillaxing. You know, I like them to be very involved and very talking. You know, like so if there's problems, I want them on the table. If there's stuff going on, I just want to hear everything. So we're all pretty close in that term. You know, like everyone feels comfortable just saying whatever they got to say, even if it's a negative thing to say about somebody else. You know, it's just out in the open. It's nice.
That's good.
But I definitely got some characters for sure. Danny is one hell of a character. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but he's a fun one. I signed Beard as AGM, and he's been nothing but kick-ass. I met Beard way back in the day, so he's probably one of the longest people I've known in RSC. Like in terms of knowing everybody and knowing. I signed him as AGM. He's getting a shit ton of work done for me. He does a lot of stuff. He's very active and just proactive about stuff. I don't have to harp on him to do things, which is sometimes a change. Especially my first season, I wanted everything in my pocket. I wanted to do everything my way or the highway, and it's cool to have somebody be really helping you out in that aspect. But overall, like I said, we got a chill bunch of guys. Obviously, we got plenty of cargo. He's just an absolute savage. I mean, guy's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody, like you said, we're chill. We're toxic. We're chill.
That's good.
Toxic in a fun way.
Yeah, it's always in a fun way. Exactly.
Right. That's where. Yeah. If you can't rail against your teammates once in a while, who can you? You gotta have some light ribbing is never gonna hurt anybody.
Yeah, if you can't give your teammates at least a little bit of shit for fun every once in a while, then what's the point, really?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah, you just have to be willing to accept that, when you whiff in front of the net, that they're going to come and get you back for it next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of which,
I'm thinking about all the editing I have to do.
How's Golden's franchise treating you there, Brave?
Pretty good. Really happy to have Splat on my team there. And having Taylor and Touchdown on that team is pretty solid over there too.
Okay.
Definitely going to be good.
Is it as bonkers as EM? No?
Crike is, I haven't been there long, but so far Crike has been probably the most vocal person I've seen in that franchise.
He's the most vocal person in RSC total.
Everywhere, yeah.
Most vocal person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we'll give him another back-to-back episode shout-out, because...
Shout out to Crike for being great.
Right, buddy.
But
Also shout out to Crike for getting GC.
yay.
I just got GC. I actually just got GC first time in rewards.
Yeah, I ruined my tank. I was really going for that minor, and then I decided to play ranked again, and now I'm back up towards GC range.
Wow, did you just admit to trying to throw rank?
I admit to not playing ranked.
Bad.
We got that on record, right?
All right. We'll edit that part out.
That in.
I mean, boy, you totally heard nothing.
You might want to edit that out now. Numbers committee.
I don't care what they hear.
Numbers committee.
I was in C1 along with
There
a bunch
is
of
no
other
numbers
people
committee.
because we just had a bad night, and I'm just not playing
Yeah,
ranked.
there's a numbers committee down, dog.
I don't care.
They got people in there, at least I think.
I'm just.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's been a fun season so far. Even though Lightning needs to get their act turned around. I've got a fun 10:30 film session with them tomorrow to figure out why we keep losing.
Oh, hey, I have a 9 p.m. film session with Lila.
Yeah, how often do you wind up running film in your franchise there, Feen? Or just with your team even?
Pretty much whenever they request it or whenever I feel it's necessary. So, a team's really in a gutter, they're getting a lot of 1-3s, or they have a real bad week, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's always important to just regroup real quick, get everybody together and just run it through. Luckily I have, again, a lot of backup in that field because with the lower teams, I got Beard who's willing to do replays. Cargo himself actually does a fair amount of replays and coaching for me. So, whenever somebody has a bad week or whenever somebody brings it up, which, like I said, my teams are all transparent. They all like to get involved and say, hey, I think we need to do something here. Hey, I think we need something.
realistically, when does it happen? Beginning of the season, probably every week. Now, since we're in like the gut, I'm kind of just still figuring out like who belongs, who doesn't belong, that kind of thing. Yeah. So we'll do it. I think more so coming up here in a bit, but we're in a little hanging out spot for the time being. You know. Okay. You got to kind of feel it out. We're getting towards the middle of the season, kind of ish, right? What are we? Game day 6, match day 6.
Yeah, we just finished 6, so we got 7 and 8, almost halfway.
Exactly. You're gonna start turning that corner. So now it's time for me personally, I think, to make a couple moves and then just start tuning everything up and getting ready for playoffs.
So you got there are a few players that need to start getting pale faced and start getting their. If you're in 8-bit, you might want to double check your resume and get that prepared because you might be doing interviews and tryouts soon.
Like I said, everyone's good. I just think maybe just a couple of minor little tweaks and work our way.
There might be a moose available. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I've already put Wolverine through enough hell. So we'll. Are
you sure you don't want to trade me green?
Oh man! Also,
I'm pulling up some stupidity.
For those of you who haven't dealt much on the GM AGM side, there's one thing that most first time GMs sometimes have to learn the hard way, and that's make sure that the trade's actually going to go through before you tell people that it's going to go through. Because there was a bit of a whiff on an EM golden.
Our side knew that our side knew what was up, and your side ignored 3 people saying no and trying to do it
anyways. I love Wolverine. That's go team. We have so much fun. Anyone who is outside of EM probably wonders what the hell's wrong with all of us.
I want to interview Max and find out what happened in Transaction Channel on that one.
We got to get Macus in here. He said he'd do it.
We get Macus in here. We can see what went in Transaction Channel.
Yeah, I wonder how annoyed he is with us at this point. But yeah, no, I'm happy though. Even though we've been getting our butts handed to us, it's still been fairly entertaining.
Do you remember the day when Mesmer found out how he got traded for?
Oh, what? I remember vaguely.
So we were trading for someone else, and they got taken off, so we just took Mesmer because he was the only one that they were willing to give us.
Yeah, I got him off of... Who did I steal him from? Was that Shampoo?
It's probably Shampoo.
Okay.
But I just remember that one because the one that we wanted to get was not available anymore. It was like, we need a player, so we just... Who do you have available? Well, there's this Mesmer guy.
Oh, no, we got him from... Dare, didn't we? Yeah, we got him from Dare. Yeah, because I
had to talk to.
It was Danger that we.
It was other Ninja that I had to talk to get it figured out. Anyways,
remember, I'm grateful I don't.
That's where you're a happy accident.
Yeah, I'm grateful I don't. There's half of me that's like grateful I don't have to deal with half this anymore, and then there's the other half of me that's really irritated that I'm not a GM anymore because I miss it. I want control. I want.
I'm still trying to be a GM. It hasn't worked yet, but I'll get there eventually.
It's not all sunshine and roses over there.
There's definitely no. There's no. It's outright work. There is no doubt about that. Like it's rewarding when your season is going well for most of your teams.
It's still outright work even when your season's going well.
But yeah, even when things are going well, it is a ton of work. And then when things are going poorly. Not only do you feel terrible about yourself, you feel terrible about all the people you have to talk to and cut because you're doing terrible. And then on top of that, you just feel defeated because nothing you do makes any difference no matter how hard you try. And that got really depressing.
A lot more. Yeah.
Yeah. So
sounds like a semi-lovingly depressing experience.
There's a reason I was at the bar for most of those decisions.
I mean, the bar is the best place to make decisions, though. Sometimes.
No, it's definitely not.
Fat no on that. I'm gonna fact check that one real quick.
I would say from major life decisions to ex-girlfriends to just making sure you have your lab report done on time. The bar has never been a positive factor in any of those decisions.
If it impacts your life beyond the next 3 days, it's probably not something you should be deciding at the bar.
Probably, I guess.
Which is the only philosophical take we've had out of this podcast. Aside,
What
everything else
if
is...
the food poisoning from those bar peanuts lasts for 4 days, though?
Well, no, that those bar peanuts were actually a Taco Bell and Crunchwrap, and we're not doing that anymore.
Oh.
I'm fine with the Taco Bell Crunchwrap right about now.
I would be too.
Taco Bell sounds good right now, especially on their nacho fry burrito.
Yeah.
Alright.
Nacho fry burrito.
You gonna throw up a little bit there?
Yeah, they're our unofficial sponsor of the podcast and sepsis.
Is that what you had?
Huh?
Was that what you had?
I had sepsis and acute liver and acute kidney failure. In addition to extreme dehydration. Thank you, Taco Bell. Because it's hard to maintain.
I had the same thing, and I didn't have acute kidney failure.
No. It was definitely on Taco Bell because I was firing out both ends in frequent intervals. There was no amount of water that I could keep down.
And it was definitely from Taco Bell because I had to, and that was the only food that we had on the way back that both of us got the same thing. So we had the exact same thing at TacoEll, and we both had food poisoning. Yeah. And I just got it a lot worse. He had it a lot worse, yeah.
Yeah, if y'all want that...
I know.
If y'all want that story, rewatch the first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are so cute, dude.
I know.
Real friends get sick together at Taco Bell.
Right.
Hey, Feen, are you glad that you have AGMs now because of this?
What do you mean?
That was the catalyst for the AGM thing going through instead of just having a 2IC.
That's actually hilarious.
Because going into that thing, we were raising a racket about how, because we were thinking, like, legitimately, if, like, both our powers went out because we live close together, there would be no 2IC or GM who could do something. And we were raising that racket going, and people were like, no, you don't need it. And then we both got food poisoning at the same time. And it was on a match night.
That started that riot. All right.
And it was on match night, and it proved the point very well that we needed a third person.
Yeah, because nothing like making transactions from a goddamn hospital bed. That was a blast.
Yeah, that sounds miserable. I'm not gonna lie.
Nothing like being delusional on a couch with your team asking
whether you're going to play or
not.
It was very, very weird because, well, I'm in the hospital, I'm hooked up to an IV, and I'm not allowed to eat anything. I'm not allowed to drink anything. And I'm like, what am I allowed to do? Well, lay here in bed. And then, fortunately, I at least had my phone with me, so I could actually start messaging people like crazy when I think it was Varys who messaged me, or it was like Varys or Striker who messaged me and basically said, yeah, the elite guys aren't showing up again. I'm like, But, alright. Well, John, I think we can safely say that you're not going to be able to edit this one because despite our hope at the beginning...
Oh, yeah. So, Feen, before you joined in and started swearing from the start, I was going to promise you drinks at LAN if you didn't swear, so I wouldn't have to edit. But that went out the window before I even offered it.
Yeah, you dropped the ball on that one.
I didn't drop the ball. You just kind of threw it on the ground, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
I think we can just leave it. I think we can just go with the fact that Cake put the explicit tag on it, and we'll just leave it at that. Cause
we'll just leave it at that.
I'm going to ask permission before I stop censoring things.
Yeah, I dropped the ball. Sorry.
There's nothing wrong.
It's all right. We've already got an admin's approval here, so we're good.
I mean, it's gonna happen anyway. So
yeah,
we'll just tell Ash to cover his ears every 5 minutes or so.
Wait 5 seconds.
Crispy, don't repeat these words.
Crispy says worse things on this on a daily
Can
basis.
we interview Crispy and Seven together?
I actually haven't really heard much of what Crispy says, so...
I want to interview Crispy and Seven together.
That would be good. But
it's like father-son time.
Alright. But anyways, alright. I'm going to actually have to make sure we get minions in for next time so we can actually have a plan
All right, so let's do some serious closing. So shirt update. Triple Commit shirts are coming next week.
With the Team Drunk and Team Sober versions.
Team Drunk being misspelled to all hell, and Team Sober being not misspelled to all
hell. Do we have any other housekeeping, or is
we're going to be going through our applications. So if you want to put an application to be an interview guest or to help out with production or running segments, make sure to do that because we're going to be going through it, and we'll probably wait a little bit before we go through it again. So get that stuff in.
I guess general league shout out to make sure that you submit your screenshots and replays and get match 3 played already, so that way the standings can finally be accurate.
Shout out to Orange Team for beating Blue Team. Saw that score reporting.
I support that message.
Mm-hmm. What'd you say?
Saw Orange Team beat Blue Team in score reporting.
Orange Team beat Blue Team?
Yeah.
That's...
I think it was 3-2.
3-2.
Shout out to Abyss, because we do a pro right now.
Yeah. And then, I think that's pretty much it. The usual message.
I got a little promo.
All right, go for it.
CSC. I don't know if any of you guys are tracking that, but that's a sister organization, Counter-Strike Confederation. They're kicking off the 25th. I'll be doing the draft there, so if you want to hear me, send. You go.
Feen, you're cutting out.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Kind of, but CSC, so Counter-Strike Sister League, that's a draft on the 25th, so...
Yep. So if you play Counter-Strike, go look into it.
Isn't Splat one of the guys who's doing a lot of the stuff with that? Or is it...
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Splat's the main guy who actually wanted to advocate it and kick it off, so...
Alright, so message Splat Monkey if you have anything or want anything to do with Counter-Strike. I know I can't... I'm so bad at that game.
The other day, Splat asked me, hey, do you play Counter-Strike? And I'm like, no. Well, technically yes, but no. And then I realized why he was asking me. I'm like, oh, it's because you run that league.
Yeah, I don't feel like running around for half an hour just getting shot in the face.
I mean, I would, but my laptop unfortunately can't be able to run it. Just sadly.
Yeah. But you can play Rocket League.
Because I'm on PS4, but...
Oh, fair enough.
Time to upgrade that computer there, Cobra. You got the headset.
I mean, sometimes, dude. Once I get a place of my own eventually.
Yep. Alright, so... Sign up. Are we good to sign off? Do we have anything else?
We're good. This is Brave.
I think we're good.
Alright, so... Brave, Moose, we got Feen, we got Cobra.
Bye.
This is the... we're just winging it episode. I don't know what to call this one.
This is the most effort I've...
WWE Super Slam episode
featuring
Feen.
I think it was great. We got a lot of good stories out there.
Yeah.
People are schmeducated, kind of.
Feen came in with the chair.
I came in with the chair.
Took Saber out.
Still the chair.
Came in with the chair swinging for Saber, and Saber just left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The chair.
Sorry, I didn't mean that, but sorry, bud.
Next time, bud. Next time.
We can call it the John Cena episode. Alright, anyway. Alright, I think we're
ending
good.
it here.
Alright, stop recording.